Got any ale or mead?
Watch the skies, traveler.
Here we go.
Well, as I said, RK is the...
On to winding mortality. But he willingly gave up his existence. May the spirit of Lavinia and all those who left this world and its suffering know that the blood is cleansing. Ghost is responsible for the cemetery here in Falkreath. I take care of the shrine. Oh, merciful Arcade, no. I'm too old and frail, and this graveyard is too large. Ghost is my assistant. He helps me tend the headstones and keep our cemetery clean, as befits a place of rest. That journal means a lot to me, if you find it. I am. I came into Arcade's light after the Great War. So many died by my hands, my magics. I'm fortunate that Koost and the people of Falkreath have come to accept me as one of their own. Could you do an old elf a favor? I misplaced my journal in a cave I was exploring. I'll pay for its return. Blessing of Arcade to you for your help. Thank you. It's a collection of regrets that I try not to forget. Here, I promised you this.
At some point, we should tie a pig now.
Life is far too short, my friend. Don't waste it.
Come to laugh at the grave tender? I can see that disapproving look in your eye. If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help.
She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child.
I felt a caress on my cheek some time ago. I thought it to be a trick of the wind, but I think it was a message from my father.
How may I help you, my son? May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Hiding, priest.
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away towns. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongor. We're done. Right? I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off.
Now we need to prepare a grand feast to welcome you to your nearest cousin. You will have the honor of bringing a fresh kill for the main course, and I know the type of person. A priest filled with the taste of an easy life, Brother Verulus from Markov. Give him this gold. Tell him you need Arcay's help exploring an old cavern for treasure.
Who are you? What's going on?
Priest of Arcay, I'm your friend.
You're my friend.
Yes, I'm your friend, and I've invited you to dinner.
I've been invited to dinner. I'm so hungry.
Why don't you lay down and rest while we get the meal ready?
I need to lay down. I'll just be a minute.
Come with me. Our feast is about to begin. Don't be shy. You should be the one to carve. Don't be shy. You should be the one to carve. Last mistake.
Sweet breath of decay. Are these the cannibals that were plaguing the Hall of the Dead? I need to get back to Markov. Here, take this. It's the least I can do for saving my life.
Now this is going to be a good feast. The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Thanks again for saving my life. I think I'm done with venturing outside of Markov.
You must be the one folk spoke so high. Ah, the payment.
Another girl here. This is Susanna from Candy Hot Fall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. We're stretched thin as it is for the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend my time making more of them. And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I? Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arcay, god of life and death? Well, as I said, Arcay is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arcay, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. My amulet of Arcay, it's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. Oh, thank Arcay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. Walk always in the light in these days of darkness. Just forget how much I miss the company of the living.
Help me!